Dungeons of Dredmore is a great game if you find big titles such as Skyrim a bit too demanding on your time, wallet and computer. It's also great if, like me, you find the realistic graphics a little bit too detailed in some of the more violent scenes. You'll still be wading through hordes of monsters on your way to killing the big bad guy Lord Dredmor, but it isn't quite so graphic. Dredmore is available on Steam for the very acceptable price of £3.50. It's frequently discounted, but really at this price there isn't much point in hanging around. The system requirements are also so low as to be nothing to worry about either. The minimum resolution of 1024x600 shouldn't even exclude netbook owners either. We even played it on a 6-year-old notebook without any performance problems. Starting a new game gives the opportunity to pick a difficulty level and some other options. You may want to deselect permadeath, at least at the beginning, if you plan on forming any kind of attachment to your characters, because they will die, often and in many horrible different ways, even in the tutorial. My shame at this was mitigated somewhat by a Steam achievement for doing just that. Then choose the skills for your character. A certain amount of experimentation is needed here to find the best skills for your style, as there's only the briefest of explanations shown on this page. More detail can be found once you start playing and gaining levels. For example, it doesn't explain that being a pirate starts with the plunder skill that increases the amount of gold found on monsters, well, the corpses of monsters at any rate. Give your hero a name and you're ready to start. If you've ever played the classic Road or any of its many variations, Dredmore will be familiar as you move around the dungeons. You can control your character with the arrow keys, but the mouse is preferable because it will stop you from accidentally walking on traps. Different sections of dungeons have amusing names, and there are shrines to help improve your equipment, as well as shops and improbably vending machines. One amusing bonus is Heroic Vandalism, an experience boost awarded for damaging statues of the evil Lord Dredmor. It's not all good though, as there are all kinds of monsters waiting to kill you in the dungeons. Getting familiar with them is vital, as some can be deadly at range but weak close up. Then, just when you think you've got the hang of things, Dredmore will often throw you into a monster zoo, an enormous room filled with monsters. Death often follows, but it does make the victory of surviving all the sweeter. If Steam achievements are important to you, there are no fewer than 108 to potentially add to your account. They range from the easy, such as dying in the tutorial, to the very hard, defeating Dredmor at the highest difficulty settings. It won't come as any surprise that we like Dungeons of Dredmor a lot. It's funny, easy to learn and a lot of fun. If you've ever enjoyed a variation of Road, you should buy this game.